like I said, we've been in this thing for 5 years, and we really haven't been able to sit back and just reflect on everything in the hectic, kind of like a roller coaster, there's so much stuff. Circus more than a roller coaster. We just focus on trying to get the job done.
Can that actually elevate the play a little bit?
Well, hopefully so. You try to take any type of aspiration and put it into the game in the right way. It can work both ways. So you just try to channel everything to positive action, and it's just a tough blow for the league too. Being that he's the best player in this league and what he brought to the league. So we just hope for the best for him and the way he's processing everything. We want him to be healthy mentally.
Andre, you kind of saw the big minutes and the impact that he had when he came off the bench, especially when KD went down injured. Talk about that sort of the importance of the strength and numbers that you have now and the mentality that you saw from the market.
Yeah, it's been tough on him as well, coming from an injury. One of the tougher injuries that an athlete can have, his Achilles, and your confidence can waver. And what he's been able to do to stay mentally in it, keep his confidence up and knowing what he's capable of doing, and keeping himself engaged through good and bad times is a testament to his willpower and giving us an input.
And you being part of this dynasty from the beginning, in terms of seeing the 3-1 from the positive side and the negative side, how do you kind of park on those experiences, the situation when you find yourself in that 3-2?
Well, you try to tell yourself, you've been through it, and use those experiences to appropriately propel you to winning, the next game ahead of you. And like I said, just keep the mind clear and try to stay laser focused and not let the riffraff, deter you from where you're trying to go.
Andre, after Game 5, you essentially said some people don't believe NBA players as human beings. How do you reckon with that having to come out every night and play in front of some people who might think that?
Well, I think it's, I shouldn't say just basketball players, but athletes in general, especially talking about the ones that generate a lot of revenue. The more revenue, the further you get away from the human aspect, and it's just a part of it. And that's a different aspect that's becoming more and more in sports, especially when you talk about gambling now coming into play and how that's going to affect it. And everyone's talking about the mental health aspect and things they're going to try to implement to make sure that the players are in a healthier space mentally. But it's well said, but it's got to be put into action and make sure we're taking care of our guys. Well, he's obviously has the physical tools he's been blessed with, and when you have the physical tools, it's a fine line between those that work at it and get the most out of themselves, or those that just rely on talent. And he's one of those guys that he's put the work in to get the most out of every aspect of the physical gifts that he's been given. And mentally, he's very tough and understands the work he's put in. He's got the confidence to match it, and he's playing freely, and they're getting out of his way in terms of just letting him do what he does, and everybody else follow.
How's dealing with him in the finals compared to dealing with LeBron?
Both great players. Have a track record of being winners. That's something that goes unnoticed, and that doesn't show up in analytics. That doesn't show up in any type of data what a winner is. And when you're going against that, and you've experienced yourself, you have a different type of respect for it. And he's a winner.
Besides talent, what is it about this group that whenever you get eliminated, you're able to accept the complete game and be able to come through?
I won't get you. I'll leave you alone. We just got a resilient group. Everybody believes in each other. Like I said, that being a winner doesn't show up in analytics. It doesn't show up in data. Those are like certain traits and personality things and morals and life learning experiences that you kind of grow up in, and you have a respect and a reverence for the game, and we have guys that have that, and it shows up. You know, that saying, you reap what you sow. You know, you sow some good fruit, and hopefully we'll continue to do that, and hopefully we'll get a chance to enjoy it at some point, because we haven't been able to do that.
Similarly, Andre, you've hit kind of giant shots in your life under big pressure, like under the pressure that's different than a regular season game, a Tuesday night night or whatever it is. What does it take as a player when the pressure is at its highest, and that's such a precise motion that you're kind of going through, to make those shots in that moment?
For me, it's just clearing out the noise, or I mean, even understanding it. You know, you understand the intentions of all the noise and everything that's around it, and understand that it really isn't about the actual game. It's about other things, and when you can understand that and you can place everything in its proper places, it actually clears it out for you to embrace those moments, and you know the work you put in. You know what you're playing for. You're playing for yourself. You're playing for your teammates, and when you're thinking about that, and you're not thinking about, you know, I'm making a shot because it's going to boost my ego, or it's going to boost my following, or boost my brand, you know, and then that's the intention you have when you're practicing. That's the intention you have in the weight room. You know, like I just said, you reap what you sow. When you got the right intentions, it kind of pays forward when those opportunities come, or they present themselves. You know, you try to take advantage of them.
It sounds like Zen, right? Like just a kind of a clarity of yourself.
Yeah, just being comfortable in your own skin, you know, and it's hard, like I said, it's harder and harder for, you know, athletes to be comfortable in their own skin. I think Adam Silver talked about it. You know, I got a hood on right now. You know, you start to see a lot more players with hoods on. You know, they shelter themselves, and that's, you know, you got the shield up because of, you know, what's involved in the games now. That's not actually the game. It's, you know, everything that's around it, and the big money behind it. You know, you got to be able to find some time to reflect and be comfortable in your own skin. So I just try to do that, and I think when you're comfortable in your own skin, the mind's clear, and you're able to perform at a higher level.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Andre.